Welcome back to the second episode of the Tishomingo County Tribe Talk, which is our coaches show. Today with me, I've got the man, the myth, the legend, the only man that has a street named after him on campus, and Mr. 1,312 wins in his total career. I have the legend, Coach Jerry Long. Coach Long, can you tell me about your season so far? I know that you are 10-2. That's a great start to the season, in my opinion. Can you elaborate on that, and then we'll go from there?
Yeah, we had to lose. We lost 9 starters off last year's team, and we had to replace. And these girls have done very well to start off 10-2, but we haven't got to the big and the toughest part of our schedule yet, and that's going to start today at Morville.
So we have Morville today. Can you tell us about your game plan, your approach to the season so far, and as you said, you get into the tougher part of your season. How will that change?
This winning's going to be tougher. I think some of the players have really stepped up. The only person I had back from last year was our pitcher, and besides her, we've had to replace every position player, and they've done well for 12 games. Starting today, though, it's going to get tougher. Morville, and then we got Tupelo next week, and Corinth, and South Pontotoc. And South won the state last year, and Tupelo's always good. So having a 10-2 record, going to be tougher to win though now.
You said you had to replace 9 starters from last year. Do you normally have a senior class that's large? And if that's the case, how hard is it to find new girls who are willing to step up and take over those roles every year?
Well, I've done it once or twice. We've had to replace a lot, and most of the time the ones who've been, that sit on the bench behind these, they'll be ready to play because they've sat so long, some of them, and most of the time they'll step in and they should know what they're doing because they've worked behind these other girls all these years. So most of the time it works out pretty well.
How long have you been coaching slow pitch softball now?
27 years.
Out of your 27 years coaching and your amazing stats and your win-loss record, do you have a favorite slow pitch softball memory to date?
I don't know. There's been so many good ones. There's been so many good girls that's come through here, so many good players in the last 27 years. Just to have one memory, I don't know if I could think of one right off my head.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Next week we'll bring in a new coach, and we will talk over their sport and get a little more information out of them as we move throughout the season. Thank you, and catch us again next week.